Welcome back. I'm Felix, and I am reacting to Britain Ain't Got Nothing on American State Fairs. Looks like Lost in the Pond is going to... Oh my God, I'm itching. I said in one of my other videos that I'm on a medication that makes me itch, but I don't want to get off of it because it's actually doing what it's supposed to be doing. Oh my goodness. Well, anyways. Man, I need to look and see what else will work. But that aside, Lawrence is going to the state fair, and I don't think I've reacted to any of his videos lately. I react to other people reacting to his video, but I haven't reacted to his video directly. So let's check him out and see what he thinks of the state fair. I haven't been to a state fair in a long time. Anyway, oh, did I hit play on that? Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's check out the state fair.
Today, my wife and I decided to come here to the Wisconsin State Fair. Ooh! Yes! First time as well. Well, before I moved to America, I didn't really have a full comprehension of what a state fair actually was. This was a concept that I'd heard about in American films. Since I've moved to America, I've made the connection that state fairs are sort of like a combination of what in the UK we would call a travelling fun fair and a county agricultural show. Those are two different things. When I was a kid, a fun fair would be this thing that would just turn up in a field for a few days with rides and candy floss, or cotton candy as it's known in America, and it was basically entertainment for kids. And an agricultural show was your livestock and farming related stuff that was on show to the public. It was basically a way to say, look, this is the county you live in, here's what your county does agriculturally. And I have limited recollections of doing both as a kid. They were fun up until a certain age, and then I discovered roller coaster theme parks and London Zoo, and so suddenly these things seemed...
Sitting here licking my lips, forgetting I'm being recorded. Usually when we have a fair around here, one of the things I always like to do is the food. But we don't have fairs where I live aren't that big a deal anymore. When I was a kid, you go there and spend the whole day. There's rides, food, all kinds of stuff. Now, when we go to it, it's like, ugh. My wife keeps wanting to go to them. I was like, why? It's been horrible for the past 10 years. And it's like, it sucks. I think she just wants to be able to take our kids to it. And they went to it a couple times. They even rode a couple rides. I say past 10 years has been going downhill, but past 5 years, definitely it's not worth going to. It used to be awesome. And I remember as a kid, they would even have like animals. Like there would be like this guy have snakes and reptiles, little animals. I think sometimes there would even be pigs and sheep and stuff like that. But yeah, it's gone. It's not there anymore. Someone, if they want to keep it, someone would need to dump some money into it, but our fair is over with.
A little boring. Well, many years later, after moving to America, I attended my first state fair in Indianapolis, and this is before I was a YouTube sensation, so I didn't bother to film any of it. So today, my wife and I decided to come here, and just a few minutes in, I was quickly reminded of the fact that those British fairs that I mentioned a moment ago are behind America in one particular thing, and that is scale. What do you know? Huge state fairs even have room for the hugest chessboard I've ever seen. Whereas a lot of shows and fairs in Britain take place in a small area of a field, American state fairs like this one have actual infrastructure in place that are known as the state fair grounds, and they're huge. How huge? Well, my first observation is that the Wisconsin State Fair is so big it has chairlifts to get around like it's some sort of ski resort. Usually when I've been to a state park, you might have a little sort of inbuilt train system that takes you around the entire thing, but never these things. And I'm not someone who's particularly good with heights.
I would be afraid to get in that. I'm sorry. It doesn't look secure. It doesn't look safe. I can't see me getting in that.
I'm going to walk the rest of this distance. Wait, I was glad that I got to meander through the main thoroughfare on my own, because it brought to my attention the scale of not just the state fair itself, but the food. When I think of those fairs in Britain, there were hot dog stands and things of that nature, but I don't remember there being funnel cakes, I don't remember there being elephant ear, I don't remember there being an Irish pub, and the food on offer here, frankly, is indicative of two things. Firstly, that Americans like food, and number two, that you need all of this food to feed the many hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people who attend every single year. These are not attendance numbers that you'll see in the UK. And that's weird because we have more people per square mile. You would think that in each county where our agricultural shows take place, you would have more people come. Why don't you? Well, there's a couple of reasons for that. Number one, our fairs don't last as long. State fairs in this country seem to last up to 2 weeks or thereabouts, sometimes longer, sometimes slightly shorter. But the equivalent fairs in Britain typically run about 2 to 4 days.
I remember ours being like, it felt like it was last a week, but now it's like 3 days. They have it's supposed to be 4, but it starts like Thursday night, Friday, and then by Saturday night they're actually shutting down, and Sunday, it's supposed to still be there Sunday. By Sunday there's like 2 or 3 vendors and then it's over. It's like, why even bother with Sunday? Just shut down. They need to get back to the way it used to be. I remember it lasting a lot longer than what it does now. And like I said, but it's not there. It's not what it used to be. So I think 2 or 3 days, 3 days minimum, I think is good. And that doesn't include them breaking down on a third day. Now, if they break down after the fair closes, that's one thing. But if you're breaking down before the fair is officially over, what's the even point calling it 3 days, saying it's 3 days?
I don't think people in Britain, on the whole, identify with their county as much as Americans identify with their state. So when Wisconsin has a state fair, it's going to attract more visitors from Wisconsin and heck, even from Illinois, but only because it's nearer to me than the Illinois State Fair, because people in Wisconsin are proud of their state. So they're like, yeah, of course we're going to the state fair. In Britain, you know, I never woke up and go, ooh, I live in Lincolnshire, let's do Lincolnshire things. And the final and most obvious reason
I just noticed, is he missing a tooth up front?
is that state fairs are a one-stop shop. Like I said earlier, you've got the agriculture side of things here, but you've also got the fun fair side of things. And the grounds are so massive that it feels like both elements, the rides and the agriculture, take up more space than they would at respective fairs in the UK. State fairs in America are so big, they even have room for a shopping mall. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm not a child anymore.
I don't think that's a state fair. That's not a state fair. That's a amusement park at that point. To me, that seems like an amusement park. Just call it what it is. It's an amusement park.
Rides don't appeal to me for much the same reason that chairlifts don't. But I'm happy for the people that are currently vomiting up their corn dogs. But speaking of the food, I am going to be spending a few hours here today. I will have to eat something. So my wife has challenged me for the first time in my life to try funnel cake. We'll get to that in a bit, but first, I need a burger. Just stopped off at a British sounding place called Major Goolsby. Do you think that sounds British?
Yum.
Standard cheeseburger. Not your standard cheeseburger. And I could spend all day talking about all the many food options, all of the many rides, and that still doesn't cover the fact that many of these state fairs have an amphitheatre.
We actually have one now. And so far, I am not one to go to it. My daughter's gone to it and watched cover bands, but I have no desire to go to it. They built it the past couple of years. It's been down here. So I was saying it's been 10 years since things have been downhill, but I think that the little area's been down there 10 years. Let's see. No, I don't know if it's been down there. Maybe not total of 10 years, but it's been there for a while now.
What's that for, Lawrence? Well, it's not for gladiatorial battles yet. It's where pop stars come to sing. You know, I read that the Beatles sang at the Indianapolis State Fair in the 60s. Nowadays, you might get Taylor Swift. Actually, Boys to Men. So Taylor Swift's too big for this. But that just underscores, I think, how popular these things are in America. Like, imagine Dua Lipa turning up to the Yorkshire show. Now, there is one major thing that US state fairs have in common with UK agricultural shows. Remember earlier when I said this? This is the county you live in. Here's what your county does agriculturally. Now that I've been to 2 different state fairs in the Midwest, it's obvious that these fairs exist partly to bring attention to the best that state has to offer. With Wisconsin, surprise, surprise, that mostly revolves around one thing. Yeah, Wisconsin's going to be the death of me.
Apparently this is the thing to get at the state fair. It's called a cream puff. It's giant. I don't know if I can actually put this whole thing in my mouth.
Imagine if this was a radio show. There's no context for what we're saying.
I mean, it's okay. It's just whipped cream. It's a lot of whipped cream.
Yeah, I mean, they have to churn a lot of that out because they have thousands of visitors every day. So it's never going to be gourmet.
I mean, it's all right. It seems kind of heavy for a 90-degree day.
Well, the Wisconsin State Fair has an actual museum devoted to all of it. Ow, it stung! What I like, though, are the animals. And we're going to get to see plenty of those. We're about to watch a goat get milked. That's the highlight of my day. What about you? Oh, look at him. Oh, what a beauty. What a beauty. What a weird neck. Jesus.
Jesus.
You can't come to Wisconsin and not pick up some free cheese. Goat cheese as well, isn't it? I prefer that to the droppings.
Oh, he's bad. Did the other one have its ears cut off or something? Because it looked like the other one didn't have ears.
Do you like corn as well? You're proper Midwestern.
Those horses.
Oh, you stand here, don't you? Whee, it's throw, yay!
Oh!
That was unbelievable. Did you get that? That was my first shot.
What's been your favorite part of the fair so far?
That's a good question. I'll be honest, it's not my thing. I'm not a big fan of crowds. I'm not a big fan of loud music when I'm trying to talk in a video. And I don't really like sweet food with lots of sugar in it. But I was a child once, and it brings back a little bit of nostalgia for me. It's nostalgia that's like amplified because, you know, it's America.
That's a regular funnel cake, right guys?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Thank you.
All set, have a good day, okay?
You too, thanks. I like that they give you a fork, like you're going to use that, you know. But I suppose I might, actually. I kind of like it. I mean, obviously, I gave up added sugar. This is a...
I don't think I've ever gotten a fork with it, to be honest with you. I'm trying to think. Did I ever get a fork with one of those? I don't think I've ever gotten a fork with a funnel cake.
an exception that I'm making. If I was still eating added sugar, I wouldn't choose this every day of the week, but if somebody gave it to me, I would not throw it in their face.
Well, I mean, that's the point of fair food though, right?
To throw it in their face?
No, it's only eat it like once a year.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Anyway, I have to leave here now because I understand this tent is being loaned out to boys to men who are, hello, my wife's a huge fan. Anyway, let me know in the comments whether you've attended a state fair this year. Yes, this is my garden, but in my defense, it's very hard to film at the state fair without feeling self-conscious. And no, boys to men are not in my garden. If you like this video, subscribe.
I'll leave a link for the video. You can watch it without me interrupting. But yeah, I haven't been to, we have a bunch of different fairs here. We have the Italian Heritage. There's a German fair somewhere. There's something with the fishes, 1,000 fishes, or I can't think of what's, Feast of 1,000 Fishes. They were trying to do a wine tasting thing at one point, but they try to do a lot of things. So maybe I'll go to one and take a couple pictures or something. But yeah, the one major fair we used to have, it's not that big of a deal anymore. But yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and everyone take care. Later.